Alright guys, we are at episode 25 of Love Island USA Season 7. And as always, this show has me stressed to the core, but we're going to get into this episode because there is lots to talk about and I'm annoyed with a few people. So the episode starts off with everybody talking about the heart rate challenge or whatever it was called, heart racing challenge, whatever the case may be. They were all talking about it in their little groups and sections, and Nick was really pissed off at Elen. You know, he's like, I want to fight him. He needs to stay in his lane. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. He is in his lane. He's in a competition show, and he has some sort of connection with Sara at Casa Amor. So he's in his lane trying to, drive the car, try to get where you gotta get. Then we see, oh my God, I just don't understand Alandria. Alandria, are you dumb or are you stupid? Which one is it? I love Alandria, and I hate to use these terms for anybody in life, but sometimes, well, first of all, let me tell you what happened if you didn't see or if you just want to remember. She was all like, I'm gonna keep my options. I'm gonna give more to other guys than I am to Taylor because him always being unsure makes me feel a certain what? He is not unsure. You are the unsure one. He's telling you he don't want to. He picked Clark. He basically risked sending you home, and you are telling me that you are annoyed at his unsureness, and you're just gonna, you're gonna still pursue, but not as much as the other guys. Alandria, baby girl, yo, you too pretty for this. You gotta, no. Somebody shake Alandria. I thought this would really wake her the up. God, what is it? What does Taylor have that she's so enamored? You know what it is? It just hit me. She's a slower one. She doesn't even want to kiss really in the beginning. She wants to stimulate the mind. And I guess her connecting with him, or so she thought, because Taylor never really liked her from the beginning, as I've always said. But her, 3 weeks for her really made her feel like a connection. So that's probably why it's harder for her to let go. But damn, man. Damn. So then, even though we just heard Nick say he don't want nothing to do with Nick number 2, Elen, and he don't want to talk to him, he want to fight him, he walks over in his little shorts. That's another thing. It is so funny to see the entire cast, filming after a challenge because they stay in whatever outfit it is. So if they wearing G-string, they got the G-strings on. The fellas is walking around with these little booty shorts pulling them down. They're so uncomfortable, and it is hilarious to see them having serious conversations in a freaking Bam Bam and whatever Flintstones outfit. But anyway, so Nick pulls Nick number 2 to talk. They have a chat. Nick number 2, Elen. Let me stop calling him Nick number 2. Elen's like, just because I said that, I don't remember. He said something to Nick, but then he did something else, and he went and made breakfast for Sara. Oh, I think he said he wasn't going to make breakfast for her, but then he decided to, and he was like, it wasn't like I was trying to lie to you or whatever. It just, an epiphany came to me. Whatever the case may be. He basically stood on business. We did have a connection. She told me that if there was an opportunity to explore both, that she still would. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And much respect to Nick number 2, Elen. He is in his lane. He's in a competition show, Nick. I mean, it is what it is. So Nick is telling him that he's pissed, whatever. So, whatever. That combo didn't really go nowhere. It is what it is. So then Shelly and Ace have a conversation. She's obviously upset with the whole Buddha thing, but he's upset with her doubling back on Chris. She's not understanding, but more about that later because they have another conversation later that really truly pissed me off and made me so annoyed with Sara. But whatever the case may be, we're going to keep on moving in the order that we were received, or it was received on this show. So then we see, I did want to mention, I don't like how the girls, it seems like, are forming cliques. Like you're seeing Shelly and Sara, and I don't know why Sara is so much up Shelly's ass all of a sudden. I don't know if that kiss did something to her when her and Ace slopped down Sierra. I don't know. But Sierra need to chill. But whatever. They're forming all these little cliques, and I'm not really feeling that. Like, I miss my crew, you know? But I guess as time goes on and we get closer to the end of the competition, people are going to start, you know, breaking up friendships and things. That's when you're really going to see, you know, it's going down. You know, people fighting to win. Speaking of winning, for some reason, I could see Amaya winning. Quote me on this. I can see Amaya winning. If she can find the right connection, I can see her winning because Amaya has been through so much. She's been almost ready to be sent home multiple times. You know, she's gotten her heart broken multiple times. She's been misconstrued, and I feel like she's just been through a lot, and she's gone through the trenches on the show. And I feel like, in essence, the competition, it should be survival of the fittest. Whoever survived through all the pits and all the potholes or whatever the case may be should win. So I love Amaya, you know, and I just feel like she could possibly win this. So let's just keep that in mind. I also think it is hilarious, but I love it to see how enamored Taylor is with Clark. Like, it's almost kind of weird to see, but I love it. He's living in his honesty and his truth. Like, he likes Clark. He didn't like Alondria, and it sucks for Alondria, but I need Alondria to wake up, please. Please wake up, Alondria, please. So then Sierra and Nick, they get to go on a date, and it's so funny when they go on dates, they get all dressed up, and then they come down the steps, and it's like a big send-off. The guys are hooting and hollering, the girls are hooting and hollering. It's almost like they're going off to prom, and their parents and family are sending them off. So they had their little date, you know, they had a little picnic, and they were riding bike. The view, oh my God, was magnificent. I want to go to Fiji. Like, I need to put Fiji on my travel list. But anyway, shameless plug, I do have a travel channel here on YouTube. Travel with Silent is my channel. So please go on over there and subscribe because you get to see the world with me. But anyway, back to the show at hand. So then Ace and Shelly have another conversation. And, you know, Ace is telling her that he basically doesn't feel heard. He's telling him her feelings. And Shelly, I don't know what the hell is going on with Shelly lately, but she's like in her own little world. She's not taking accountability. She's downplaying him being mad about her doubling back on Chris and the whole Chris situation. And she's like, but you were kissing everybody else and I didn't do that. And blah, 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 but I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. Bro, do you not, how do you, it amazes me that she's not understanding what he's coming from. Who gives a about a challenge? That's what he's basically saying. A challenge is a challenge. There's no feeling. He has no feeling for Huda, you know, even though I always said there's some secret internal thing there for Huda, but whatever. He doesn't have no feelings for Huda. You actually have feelings for Chris. So you doubling back to kiss Chris, someone you have actual feelings with, in a challenge. And then outside of the challenge, you're still keeping that connection. You're still being open to explore this connection with Chris. What are you not understanding? Whatever he did with Huda was for that little 1 minute challenge, and that was it. They wasn't talking after. They wasn't exploring connection or whatever. Like, wake the fuck up, Shelly. Wait, Shelly is, yo, I never thought in a million years Shelly would be irking the F out of me the way Ace was irking the F out of me a few episodes ago. So then Sierra and Nick come back from the date. Sierra goes to talk to the girls to talk about the date. Nick goes to talk to the guys about the date. And they basically confirm that they both are closed now. They are one. They are a couple. They are closed off. The guys are screaming. The girls are screaming. I love that part because it feels like a family, you know, like they're all happy for each other, whatever. So that was really cute. I'm glad that they closed off. You know, maybe Nick just needed that push to see like, oh damn, I might lose Sierra if I don't lock in. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's just how it is in life. It sucks that in the beginning he was a little flippy floppy and 50-50, but it is what it is. He's ready to lock in. I'm all with it. I like them together, so I'm I'm open to see where this goes. I'm acting like I'm in the relationship with them or some shit, but you get what I mean. Then Brian is telling, I don't remember who he was talking to, but he's like, there's not really nothing there with Adriana anymore. He feels like it was just physical. She's kind of boring. And honestly, I agree. From what I've seen so far, she's kind of boring. Pretty badass chick. But she just seemed a little like ditzy and blah. Like she went to Pepe and she's like, "Oh, what do you think about exploring our connection?" No, and I was shocked. Pepe essentially turned her down, and he was like, I don't like to play whatever, and I'm just trying to see where this is with racing. So kudos to you, Pepe. You a stand-up guy, and a lot of guys wouldn't do that, especially with a bad chick in front of them. So that was interesting and shocking. I don't really see Adriana connecting with anybody else. I'm trying to think, who else could she connect with? I'm not seeing her with anyone, so she might be going home soon. Then we see another conversation with Taylor and Clark, and Clark is saying it's not really a love triangle, but sort of is, and whatever. I don't really deal with this in the real world. You don't know what the hell you deal with in the real world. Like some of these girls and how they're saying like I don't deal with this and I deal with this. You don't know, dudes will have 5 and 6 chicks on the roster until they're ready to lock down with someone. The same way it's happening in this competition is how it happens in real life. You just don't know because you're not in the house with these other broads. You have no clue what this man is doing when he's not with you. So I'm going to need Clark and a lot of these girls to stop being delusional because you probably are going through this shit in real life. You just don't know. And Taylor still annoys me. He acts like a little kid. Like he's always like, scared. I don't know. I need to stop being harsh. I'm being harsh on these guys, right? Like I get it. Some people are more sensitive than others. Some people it's harder for them to reveal their feelings. All right. I'm sorry. This show has me so stressed. Therapist. And then I'm just trying to think what else is interesting enough to talk about. Oh, Chris and Huda. Chris tells Huda he's gonna take a step back from Shelly. He's really feeling Huda and this connection. I'm like, oh Lord, Shelly about to be alone on the villa in the island of Fiji because Ace about to be dumping her ass, Chris dumping her ass. She gonna be left standing alone because she wanted to juggle the both of them like a little puppet toy, and that ain't how it goes, Shelly. You have Shelly needs to figure out what the hell that she wants because in my opinion she had something with Ace and she let this little 2-day rendezvous with Chris cloud her mind up for whatever reason. So, Shelly, get it together because you about to go home. And frankly, at this point, you're pissing me off with how you're acting with Ace. You're pissing me off with how you're acting with Huda. So, I almost won't even give a shit if you go home. But I love you, Shelly. But you are really irking my nerves. But anyway, Chris is like, he's going to take a step back. He wants to focus on this with Huda. And, I like that for them. It doesn't seem like Huda is really as into him as he's into her. She does seem interested in him. I'm not saying she doesn't seem interested in him at all. It's just not that Jeremiah connection. I hate to go back to that, but they had that, you know what I mean? But this could be good for her. This slow and steady progress of actually getting to know someone before you lock in is probably, actually not probably, it's going to be good for her. So I'm looking forward to see where they're going, where that relationship goes. Then they start making out, and of course, Huda with that lethal tongue. She loved using that tongue, boy. She goes in, they making out, and it was a nice moment. And the episode ends, and we get a preview about something with mailboxes. I don't know. Everybody's putting stuff in the mailbox. Maybe that's going to be their way of voting someone off, who they think should leave, or who should couple up. This show always got some messy shit going on. And so yeah, that's going to be tomorrow, episode 25. And this was a quick review. I'm trying to get through these reviews like this, like that. I don't know why, but I know why. Because I have to go walk my dog. I haven't ate dinner. It's about to be 11 p.m. at night. I got to edit this, upload it. And you know what I mean? And I want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments because this show already has me nuts. And I want to make sure that we're on the same page with the shit that's going on. So I'll talk to you on the next video or in the comment section below.